Alright, sweet. Ooh. Good morning, beautiful fellow human beings, and whoever sees it. It's 4:36 in the morning here in Florida, Southeast Florida to be specific, and I am in heavy pajamas, meaning, ooh, okay, that works. Alright, so everything is packed, so I should be back at my desk within the next 2 days. So probably gonna just kind of skirt around the desk a little bit, and yeah, cause code, I realized it. Tomorrow, I mean, this didn't get to under 84 degrees until after like 2:30 in the morning. So tomorrow's probably gonna get to 97 for sure, and so I'm going to use tomorrow to travel time until a time that is closer to my desk and workspace. So, greetings, golden alien. Howdy. I still packing, so figured why not? Why not make this a social event? And trying to install yet another filing system of Ziploc bags. So, since I'm trying to pack, I don't really want to dirty any clothes, so I will probably be blowing through the clothes that, you know, the good destruction clothes. And this is that shirt that I found in that cooler. It said free on it. And the stuff in the cooler, although it was a box, the next time I'm thinking someone, maybe all the stuff was taken, and so I assumed the cooler was. But the first go was the cooler. So I didn't really think about this. And got pretty much everything down here. Let me just grab this. Hello. One moment. So, got some moringa seeds, some Walgreens sunflower seeds. But this is the storage container. Scored in a little bit. Hey, I appreciate that, Nasai. Good morning. But everything fit in here besides the hooks and the scrap bag. And this is just regular craft supplies that come in handy in this realm, so kind of keep those together. And yeah, so back on Ziplocs, but all the storage containers are in here, so we'll be able to get it. And this is the nut, so pretty well packed. Got a little bit of clothes left to bag up, but this is my like nicest stuff right now, and by nicest I literally just mean stuff that doesn't have stains on it. Yeah. But and got some bowls, but I found that like a lifetime ago. My great grandma made this. usually throw it on for some. She used to make a ton of these out of scrap fabrics because it is Southeast Florida, and yeah, I guess they're cool. And it was these specific shirts, like these really heat-friendly shirts. If you see the Victorian photos of the early Floridian, you know, like the Victorian Floridians, I suppose to say, and oh, brain fried like a fish. The Victorian Floridians and their white dresses, holy trucks, why couldn't I get that out? But oh man, so yeah, just gotta finish getting everything together. Don't mind me. And I was gonna wait till last minute. Engaged. And I was gonna wait till the last minute to practice, or I mean, jeez, pack. But I don't want to do that at all. I really fear leaving a single object. Even like a roll of thread would be nerve-wracking. So caffeine cream. Hey, yeah, it's finally that time where I don't have to water down the coffee. The heat exhaustion. Yeah. Oh my god. I feel like I was training for something after minute. And I understand completely like every reason why it's refrigerant that's needed. And our 2020, I think it was, there's 2 tanks of R22. One has like a few pounds in it. One, I don't know. I had to stand on the scale with the tanks the other day though. I wish I filmed that. There's so much I wish I filmed, but like a lot of times you're kind of too stunned to speak and caught off guard, so I never need a film crew TLC style, you know, like Jerry Springer's or Maury style, like, following. Anyway, just really excited to get some sun, but I gotta remember code to not let me forget to get Mark's number. My name's Jeff. Right on. So, I'm wondering if I should just like carry the camera around or put it in my shorts. I don't have a mobile camera hands-free setup, so if it is like first-person perspective, it's in my pants. Sometimes it's in my bag, but usually my bag doesn't have a little pocket. Alright, so let me just try to figure out where to point this thing, because I'm trying to also make a pack, like a pack for the coast. Yeah, this shirt was free. You can't get this though. I know it looks like shite, but let me tell y'all something. I've never been so comfortable in my life, and the fabric is super thin from just the sun and the random streaks of sun, like probably hanging in the window for a minute in someone's closet. close my dad's shirts, the sleeves will have sun streaks on them. And probably gonna miss out on next season yet again, so I will cry myself to sleep, but then carry on. Just kidding. But seriously, man, time flew, and I don't really have the energy out. I don't know anyone locally anymore because most everyone was pushed out of this area. The rent increases, so understandable. And it was pretty much like a renter-friendly town, so when that changed, it changed the town completely. See, I'm thinking this is a good thing to keep in the bag because it's linen, so it stays feeling real clean. So out and about, you're like out and about for a long time. So I'm gonna put this in. I should look up the properties of linen because these shorts also are the last time I'll wear them. These are a few things that are probably going to end up in a what? It's 4:48 in the morning in these parts, but right on. Oh gosh. Felt like if I pulled hard, I was gonna pull a muscle or something, like awkward position. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. All the fly tying stuff is packed up. My life lacks purpose. My life lacks purpose. But yeah, it is gosh, almost draining having everything packed up. But got a good flaw in things, everything fit in there, and all the tools are, all the tools are in here. So UV resin stuff. I wanted to do UV resin glue, but it's just UV resin stuff. And this is eyes and lead. And this is all hand tools, which all fit perfectly snug. Could breathe up here a little bit. This looks like a masterpiece in my opinion. I just didn't want to lose the chunks of pink bucktail because they're totally useful. It's like a nice ashy pink in between the pink and the center part. But oh, and the jar just looks like a decoration. But just don't know what to do. Hope y'all's night is going really well, whoever's here and whoever sees this. Yeah, feel free to just, yeah, I couldn't focus last night at all time, and I knew tonight it just wasn't getting cooler, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to, like, focus on anything, or, like, finish, or not poke the hell out of myself over and over again. So, trying to bulk up and get back, into the swing of things, because gotta change speeds again. So, I had to kind of idle for a while just until these treatments were over. So, in that process, I guess. And shirts. Finding any container right now. And I'm gonna listen to some music or something. I time flies every weekday, and I have always had a hard time sticking to schedules or any form of ritual really, and have for so long that dang, my little Mary had a lamb heart. I don't know why that's what is that even a saying? I'm not sure. So this is another thing that I found at that thrift store that I'm real stoked on. It is so comfortable. This is another thing that'll stay in the bag, because like I could see like getting soaked and then you gotta dry off really quick, but you don't have anything, so bam. It'll be a wrinkled mess if I keep it in a bag, so it'll be in the mobile closet area. See, I'm a hermit, so I don't want to be anymore, but easing my way into that big old world out there. I walk around a lot, but I want to be able to stay out there longer, but also stay busy. And even when at the nature preserve, found all kinds of stuff and set up little, like, almost camps, do some doodling and that kind of thing for hours. But get a little God, these shorts are just, they're completely stretched. I don't even know where I got them, but it's like 86 degrees back here, so all my skirts and stuff are packed. I just have my like beach shorts, but they're really baggy. You to be Channy too. I am packing, unfortunately, and just couldn't sleep, so popped on because I didn't get on time tonight and kind of wasted the entire night sucking at, like, but code came on, so it was worth it at that point. Also found one of these really beautiful embroidered shirts. It says size large, and I'm happy to ship it out. Just pass it along to someone. I just couldn't like pass it up. It was on the ground at a yard sale, and it was $1/4. But that's the reason why I got it to pass it around. I expect it to be here exactly 6 months longer than I am ending up, I guess. Which but I realized that I just want to be mobile, so maybe it's a blessing in disguise, because rather than having yet another stationary space, there's mobile, like, adventure, even if just down the street. But gosh, even just a regular old van in Florida is great. Jumping in during random thunderstorms and that kind of thing. But hey, locked up drag. Got all my stuff packed, but should be at the desk, like, or my desk, pretty soon. And gonna be chaos there too, cause when came here, kind of like packed in a hurry. That's why I think I spent probably a little over a week, like, reorganizing every object in every container and every bin and every box. But the the test is an absolute mess, and so I'm gonna have to completely redo it. This sweater was a little dingy in the in my reflection, but it's made me feel self-conscious, but not enough to change because it was mad comfortable. Like, I would say this is my favorite shirt, but I just know I can't, like, just wear it anyway. It's the perfect material, and whatever discomfort has been stripped away by time, sanded away, and then bleached by sun. Oh, you're good. Locked up drag, and cheers there. Cheers there. There's something in the air. I'm convinced of it now. It's like, gosh. Seems like a few people that I know really. A few, and, yeah, again, cheers there. Because definitely make the best out of things. And I feel like if you even have a slight enjoyment of the outdoors, like, you're able to make the best out of a lot of different situations. Because it's so, overriding. And, so much bigger than pretty good, big kid. Pretty good. But yeah, please never hesitate. I one reason why I can't wait to get to my desk just so I could like think again, cause I haven't been the most responsive online, and like, I don't like to respond, or like, I don't like to reply, I should say, to something unless I can actually respond, like reply to it, or else, like, it feels like a copy paste or something. I don't know. But sometimes I let things pile up and then I kind of forget things all at once. Which I got fired from a restaurant for that. Forgot every order at once at the same time. And lady took that mad personally. I still don't know why. I don't know. It's like been 15 years. It's still one of the great mysteries in my life. Fries in the bag? No cards? Oh shoot, this could be yeah, if anybody wants their futures read, I'm down to try. Disclaimer being, I'm down to try. I'm just kidding. And Miss Cleo used to live in this town, like where I'm not prepared to leave so soon, so I'm either gonna, excuse me, focus on Riviera or a different spot and like where sucks. But I just I don't know if I could have handled it working out either. So shoot. I ball slapnificent. Oh, that's a fine name. That is a very funny name. Simple man. Does anyone know Igor? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's on other things, but I know from Instagram. Simple man. He always has a giant jar of something like nutrient dense or something. I don't know. Fascinated by that dude though. Oh shit. Whoops. Okay, so I'm trying to also think too if I should write down any last things I wanted to do before getting out of this area. But really, it was just the Polaroid pictures. If there's something to frame, it's just easy to ship and instant to produce. There's these motels down the street. The signs are just those classic motel signs, and thought that would be neat. Lake Worth Beach. But yeah, I'm so burnt out. I don't know if I felt like this like I don't know, empty before, like thoughts wise. Did find my thingamajig. Doesn't look like a cartoon fort. Hey, that's effective enough. Should keep that with me. Well, it's not like the olden days. I don't know what I mean by that. But yeah, oh my gosh, I can't wait to swim. Y'all, thank you for bearing with me those last few months because I cannot even think. If I stop talking, it's like crickets. I've never experienced this. Oh yeah, that reminded me. So, I always heard that Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland has corn depictions, but I could never find it. So, depictions of corn in Rosslyn Chapel, Scotland. That's not. Oh, that's a bird. Alright. So, I wish I knew how to. Okay, that's it. That's it. Alright. Sorry, I left off on that and I never stopped to look it up. So, this is what's supposed to be the corn? I don't know about that. This is interesting, but I don't know about that either. I don't know. I just, Yeah, no, it does look alien. Like, Rosalind Chapel is one of the biggest shames, because I can't imagine, like, even how much more alien it would look if it wasn't coated with that stuff that kind of ate away the details. But, like, there's a good example. It's incredible. Any place that's decked out in carvings or paintings, like, it's just, like, how long are you allowed to stay staring at stuff in there? Is there a time limit? Because it's insane. It really is insane. Like, the entire building's a scripture at that point. Oh, you know what I mean? I like to see in this. And there's so many different, like, kind of almost styles, or it's just all very neat. Like, writing everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what that represents, but it's not as corny as I was expecting. I don't know why I never, like, I just, it's really every now and then I'll hear someone refer to the maze, like M-A-I-Z-E, in Rosalind Chapel, but they either don't like show a depiction because it's just said in passing, so there isn't like a clip, like the building is, yeah, a giant art piece indeed. Like, every part of it's interesting. The, like, platforms that it's standing in are just so, like, just, I've never really seen that. It's all just so unique, and, like, that in itself instantly, like, I mean, to be real, this bird looks more like corn than the but see what I mean? How messed up is that? Look at all the details. Just destroyed. Gone. Fucked up, man. I don't know too much about it, but I know that it was, like, coded to preserve the carvings, but it ended up having the adverse reaction. And another thing too, I wonder about, like, places like this is what it sounds like when you're walking around, or like if like chanting's happening or horns, because there's stone, like, jutting out everywhere. And I had a really dark, like, kind of epiphany on Tataria today, which, you know, I'm down with all theories. Like, I will. Why watch? I mean, sci-fi's pretty nice, but like, why watch like I don't know. I don't know. Theories are like just like modern folklore or urban legends or something. I don't know. Anyway, but the mudfloods. Because I asked someone, I'm like, but for real, why are these buildings like different levels? They were maybe probably built when the town still had dirt roads. Is that possible? And then like, of course, dirt roads. That's not very. I don't know. I don't know. But Ice Age is coming anyway, so I guess what doesn't matter. Pretty good. Bapam car mocker. My ethnicity. What does that mean? Ethnicity has been defined as the social group a person belongs to and either identifies with or is identified with by others as a result of a mix of cultural, human being. I was gonna say I'm American, but then it said it like cultural factors including diet. There's a lot of the food that I really like, but it's gotten to a weird state. Like like they say when the food becomes feed. Right, conspiracies again. I remember in middle school finding these DVDs. They used to be hidden everywhere. One was 7 plus 2, 11 was like the opposite of outside job, and the other one was milk, and then the food industry and the war on H2O or something. All of these like DVDs like that, and I would try to go and preach these newfound avenues of thought to the small coastal Catholic school that I went to. My parents actually had to see a shrink because I went to school and told them that aliens created humans and we're actually aliens. Hey, ancient astronaut theory is valid. I was in second grade, so I couldn't, but in all seriousness, I'm the basic admixture. Is admixture the word? Well, of German and Irish. I think that's about all I can trace. There's parts of me that wants to send bits of my DNA off, but my last name, the last two letters of my last name is DT, so that's all, you know what I mean? It's pretty, and like, I don't know, because I think of it like a current, I guess, and everything accumulates like a trash pile. it, I have nothing against trash. Trash is one of my favorite things to work with and to dig through, so nothing against it. But I'm saying like accumulates in a current, but like that pile, it could be over here, or it could be over there, or it's like now it's by Greenland. I don't know if it was ever by Greenland, but it's constantly moving, but also accumulating. And like my mind's like, that's like how to say, like when someone asks like, tell me about yourself, and then it's like me thinking, who am I, like those memes. It's like that, but like it literally looks like a wave, because I mean, all life is a chain of banging, so a chain gang. And I don't know what boats, like whoever came before me got on and off, or wagons for the same. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm very, very delirious, and will be for the next week. I'm certain of it, but we'll be here anyway, every weekday, and sometimes every weekend. But we'll probably won't be tight. I might tie it tomorrow, just tonight. It was so brutal yesterday. Like, if I had even just enough for a plane ticket, I would probably go on one of those spiritual journeys that involves a lot of sitting on impressive rocks. I don't know, because it's trash. I mean, essentially, because like it's hard not to think of that like that. I'm like, will we be oil one day? No, that's a different thought. But you know, I was just thinking about how like the summer's gonna be, or like the weather's been really weird, and I don't know. I just want a long liner, cause if like like mini Ice Age scenario was like to play out, wouldn't it be good to be already integrated into the ocean? And sometimes that takes multiple generations. So like everything's getting so tumultuous that I feel like there's either an asteroid about to hit the planet, or like when the pole shift is over, like how they say like snaps and then like everything keeps going type thing. I watch too many YouTube videos sometimes, but you know, that's our gift to figure, to just think in hypotheticals. And I don't know. I want to get off land real bad. I'm currently moving all my stuff even further inland. And, you know, it's not really that important to me to care how that sounds, if it's cheesy or what. I'm good on a lot that I see right now, and like, how sick would that be? Longliners, they're essentially yachts that have like tons of bunks in them and a kitchen, and longliners without the long lines, like longliner, sunliner, long lines. Cause man, like the what's it called? The crime is the crime's always been underreported, but it's like now just the darkest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like all day, every day, and everybody has a phone, so everyone is able to capture like human behavior in every form possible, and like you could kit out a boat and be pretty good, and you just like, it's a space that people could like just sleep and eat, and instead of paying rent, it's like you just maintain the thing to keep it afloat, and instead of cars you have dinghies. It's I don't know. I have to say this stuff out loud though, or else, you know, come up with too many plans, and time flies, and if anything, like, never really had a plan for the future until the last few years, which plugged away for the last few years, and everything's coming to fruition, like, slowly, which, when I say everything's coming to fruition, like, very close to being able to get LLC, or a non-for-profit corporate thing to do beach cleanups. I just want to make it as legit as possible, and like everything's just almost made to be attached to one another, and just really excited as all is all. It's just yeah. Hope everyone could get along eventually. That'd be real nice. And like, I always hear people say like, it's not in the real world though. Where do you think these videos are coming from? Like, these videos are that's this planet, this one. It's not like, oh, this is what's happening on this planet, like a galaxy away. It's like down the street. So please be vigilant out there. Everyone's hurting. When I say everyone, it's like even like people that aren't hurting, like either have people in their lives are hurting, which like it's just a different form of hurt at that point. I think everyone's kind of emotionally at a standstill right now, and that's why all the more reason to just exist and get knowing each other and talking to each other. I'm a hermit, so like honestly, socializing and trying to talk to as many people as a actual like mission is pretty dang new for me. Even I mean, I've never even like spent that much time on like chat rooms or anything like that, just kind of tinkering. But anyway, love y'all. I don't know why I'm rushing off here. It's very hot, and I feel like I'm like I don't know, making myself nervous or something. Talking in circles. Laughing suits. Yeah. I don't know. I think what's it called? A habit. I didn't get much done tonight. Um, oh, that's why it's. Let me turn this fan a little bit. It's just this room has that insulation, so it's the oven. And, small little Florida house. There's not. I gotta get back to my desk. Yeah. Or maximum chill. No, random like chaos, I guess. I like chaos, I really do, but not as a constant. No. That's when I start to want to try to learn how to skateboard again, just to feel asphalt. Just kidding. But I really did like skateboarding. I wasn't very good at it, but I always know if I slam my face onto something. Not because I want to destroy some, like, it's because I did. I shattered my teeth, so. And still dealing with that. Last brain cell before bed. Dead on. Dead on. That is, it's too close. If I leaned fully in, it would have gotten real close real fast. But I yeah, I appreciate that too, Greg. I think too, the excitement will never wear off. I really dig the tinkering and things, and like there's a few like programming is super lonely, like not lonely, but you know, solitary. And same thing with crafting a lot of times. And my craft room, it's I don't know who started calling it craft room, but anyway, like the it's a little chaotic, so not many people like chilling in it. Yeah. My apartment used to be just like a giant craft space, so a bunch of people would fit in it, and that was nice. But I had a friend over, she stayed like maybe a minute, and then she's like, yeah, I can't sit in here. And I was like, well, now what? That was the whole plan. Was to sit in here. Specifically. But I get it, so I pressure no one. I hardly want to sit at my desk sometimes too. Turn the wrong way and knock over a jar of beads. But anywho, I think I'm glad that I popped on, because I was just gonna end up sitting here and either listening to music or staring into space. I'm 5'9", not. It's like not short and not tall. But I really appreciate y'all, and please do feel free to Discord, Facebook, Instagram, pretty much everywhere, until get all my supplies secured on my desk. Probably will be a little fried, but you know, all good. We're quite literally all human here, so. And yeah, and any materials or recommendations, music recommendations, anything. I will be definitely more active online. Uh, I just, it's like when I hold my phone in my hand, it's just, my mind is blank. So I just really use it for music. And like, I've been doing that thing where you think you reply and then you don't. And mainly just like family people, because like I've had to keep in touch with my dad's friends, because totally speechless. Wow. Like, I have to find this house. Every single time, like, that I start thinking about something that I'm genuinely speechless over, I think about this house in Palm Beach that my dad, like, repaired irrigation at or something, but it was the best house I've ever been in. Well, it was directly on the beach, but it had this, like, odd archway thing. Every part of it was just like the best. And like the whole time I was there, I was just like hyper aware. It was one of the first times where I was like, wow, this is like every single thing is on purpose. And like down to just it was beautiful. And there's that road, like the Witches Road or something, that has the coral rock wall, really, really nice. And I know that Palm Beach gets a bad rep, but those houses are, some of them like are like quite old, and like just wild for the era, and the inlets collapsing. And well, I don't know if the inlets were collapsing in that time, but I mean, they're building railroads and on shifting sand. It's just wild. But yeah, there's two guys. The Palm Beach is known for mansions and Mar-a-Lago and like people, but the people are really nice. I don't know why anybody thinks they're rude. It's some of it's a lot safer to walk around, but B, the people are just very nice, like happy to be alive kind of people. So everyone's just like chipper as all get out. Among the older generation, I don't know about the younger generation, but like the most random conversations that ended like just splendidly has always happened there. Deep human appreciations can be found there, and I could care less how big someone's house is. Anyway, Addison Meisner used to walk around with a monkey on his back named Johnny Brown. Johnny Brown is buried behind a pizza place on like Worth Avenue or something, but his hat is in the old courthouse. And the other lad, Maurice Fatche, was known to wear women's blouses, but this is like Victorian days. Well, 1890s. I don't know. That's why I need a study buddy. It's hard to commit stuff to memory when like you're just kind of absorbing stuff. But Co's getting really into the idea of hardcore documenting stuff. Well, this Easter I'll be hopefully in a U-Haul. Unfortunately, it lined up with that. I probably would have planned for some cabbage or something, but yeah, my thoughts are so one-tracted right now because like it was too hot. It's 83 degrees finally. Oh my gosh. It's usually at this time it's supposed to be like 81. So tomorrow we're probably definitely gonna be 76 back here. And that's why I gotta get the stuff out real bad because the glue's gonna start drying up, and I mean not being dramatic. I have like paints and adhesives. And anyways. Ugh. Definitely I haven't been this stressed in a long time, so blessed on that, am I right? We live once, so you know. Ain't no thing. Still like the best planet. I would kill for crickets. It's just it blows my mind how blank my mind is. Like every time we stop talking, it's triggering laughter because it's just like dead silent. I wonder if any like psychiatrists or psychologists end up like losing their minds trying to diagnose themselves. But anywho, I love y'all. I do like turtles. Quite a lot, honestly. I don't like catching them though. I try when I'm at that lake. Oh, like crap! There's so many turtles. So try to keep it moving really quick, cause I don't know how else to keep it away from turtles. But they are quick. They're not. I like it's Ferdinandia for not ABBA. Fernandina. That's it. Have I been saying Fernandia? No, there's no way. Where is that again? No, I'm in Southeast Florida, so Palm Beach County, but dying to check out every inch of the state. I know I'll never live in another state, probably. Another country, maybe. If freaking, like, I don't know. I never have, like, a sinking feeling, like, because I never, ever, ever think about, like, moving from Florida. Like, even the thought warrants self-flagellation. Remember in middle school, I found this site that sold whips for monks. Not making fun, but I may or may not have forgot what I was talking about. But let me grab some water. Probably good on coffee. I wish I had it in me to go to the beach. I just don't. And if I do, I gotta find a spot or something. It's dire, you know. Everyone has like needs, wants, desires, those kinds of things. And then there's also internal directions that like you're not sure why you want something, but you do. It's like that. And I just have to place myself in within these general coordinates and everything will go well. If not, I will sink further into a pit of despair. I know myself pretty well. I never know what I mean anymore. Anyway, let me be right back. I hate to say it, I think the, I'm not gonna say it. I have just one theory for the moon thing, or the Blue Origin thing, and them not having a camera. And, like, I haven't watched too much on it, to be totally honest, because the only reason why I even know about it is because of the amount of coverage that it being faked is getting. Because I wouldn't have even known that it was, I don't know. It's like the exact opposite of interesting to me, this certain, like, story. Has, I don't know. I think that was possibly like the like, I don't know. Out of everything that's like been happening, I haven't really like felt that like negative interest. Like I'm not trying to sound rude, but like the opposite of interest or the opposite of curiosity. Like it's, I don't know, but maybe I'm missing something. I really don't want to watch any videos on it, is what I'm saying. So if I am missing something, if it is like something interesting or something to be said in some bigger picture, oh, I'll be watching all kinds of videos on it, but it's like dry. Some stuff that makes me even more thirsty, so I appreciate that. But I'm gonna skedaddle. Yeah, that's what I say. That's like, you know what I picture it as? Like the drop of fear at the fair, where it goes up and comes down. And I'll be totally honest. I wouldn't say no, because that's one thing I've always wanted to feel. I don't really care. If it had no windows, I wouldn't even care. I just want to float. I don't know if I'd even look out the window once. I would just be so stoked to float that it would just, you know? It was 12 minutes. I would have gotten that wrong. I would have been like an hour, 2 hours or something. Like, so it's literally like the drop of fear. Or Tower of Terror, whatever your local fair calls them. Still. Well, floating for 4 minutes of float time? That is just not worth the risk, I'm sorry. 4 minutes of float time. I remember that Zoidberg. That was, which I kind of pictured it totally different in the beginning, and I guess that's probably what helped too, is having such a insane like price of entry. And I mean, Travis, I'm probably the worst person to talk to about that, because I'm convinced space is water. And we're really like part of just something that infinitely zooms in and zooms out. And it's all just different densities, man. Jeff, I quite literally live for swimming. If I live for anything, that is by far my favorite activity on this entire planet, specifically in salt water. But that's only because I've never swam in a spring yet. Vomit comment. Wait, what day is it? Cody, you're supposed to be like not. Oh wait. Ooh, excuse me. Oh boy, I see it. But yeah, man. Under the sea. So Bruce, pretty much having an off stream. Packed and planned for a good 6 months of tying on the coast, but things did not go as planned. So packing, and God, I just don't know where to put or what to do with myself. And might get back tying tomorrow with some scrap bag, but yesterday, holy trucks, the heat. The AC is out of refrigerant, is the theory, and this back room has a bunch of insulation on the window. That heats up, insulates, and permeates heat, and it becomes an oven. Today it got to 96, tomorrow will probably get to 97, and my body feels like I have been training for something. However, instead of having more strength and stamina, I probably have like a fraction of what I came here with. But that's alright. Gonna be able to get back going and try to get back on those gut piles and try to find some local materials, which will be super nice. Only question is, will you be into sleep coma? Sleep coma first, probably, but then after that, full sales. Not sales, because no freaking swamp. I love it. I don't know how I'm gonna miss mango season again. I tell you how. I'm not going to. I'm going to sell my soul instead. No, just mango season is right around the corner. I'm perfectly situated for many varieties. Sometimes I have to retract the descriptive words that I have in mind. Kiss dirt when I vet? I'm pretty good, Thorbrook. Miss mulberry season. Yeah, no, it can't be missed. Because I will just walk. So expansive. But, thinking about, instead of trying to get a normal vehicle, to get something that I can actually currently afford, which will probably be a street legal dirt bike. And I go pretty well nowhere, excluding the coast, so... But it's such a long, freaking straight, intense road. Yeah, it's got so congested. It's already a pretty congested area, but it's wild. Crossing the Dixie Highway is only 4 lanes, and the whole time you're just like mind blown. And I kept meaning to film it, but probably won't be able to. The crosswalk, the light that tells you to cross, it's quite literally on for 2 seconds. So every time my mom and I are crossing, we end up cackling in the middle of the street because it's like almost a joke at this point. It's just go electric on the bike. Yeah, they're dead silent. Yeah, the Surons. Code turned me on to the Surons. I want one real bad. That's the only brand I know. Any electric dirt bike would be pretty sweet. But let us see. Oh, I don't know if you could see the thumbnail of this video, but that is in Kynto, so you could use sampling now to use just pictures for the flooring rather than placing a bunch of tiles. Oh man. So what? So what? Flies? Think maybe? What do you mean? They send you smiling and assume you were talking to hubby, but deaf weren't. I don't know what that means. Oh, you are here. Hello. Yeah, I'm trying to enjoy the swamp. Especially saltwater really bad. It's like really far from like, okay, inland is really far from the coast. My body aches for just, I don't know, salt water. I don't care if I turn into leather bag. I don't. The heart knows what the heart wants. And the heart wants to never stand on solid ground again. The solid ground is not as solid as we think it is anyways. It's a volatile planet. You know what changed me a little bit? There's multiple things. It happens to everyone. You could see something on TV and it like changes like even like something little, like how you think of something little like forever. But this guy was swallowed by a sinkhole while he was laying in bed. His entire room disappeared into the pits of hell. His brother tried to jump in after him too. No success. When you fall into a sinkhole, there's no helping. And that is like, yeah, I mean, everybody has like maybe like tornadoes is somebody else's, but something that's like the sudden, unplannable, like, couldn't possibly, well, I mean, couldn't they just scan the entire state? It would look like Swiss cheese, right? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't scan Florida. Like a sponge. Y'all have seen sinkholes, I'm guessing. Like this, I mean, I should have, the sinkholes in Guatemala, where it's like whole blocks, and and they're round. It's so insidious looking. That's some scary shit. That's real intense. And what's up, Travis? Oh, retracted. I thought it got removed. Sorry. Oh man, no, that's the worst when you gotta kind of what would that be like? Like blank. It's so crazy. I mean, it's just like blank. Like you have to give different fingers new jobs. Sorry, but I hope your finger heals well, because hands will forever be the greatest tool, or not. Like all of this shit is happening strictly because human hands. Strictly because opposable thumbs. No, just kidding. But yeah, we have all this if we had hoops. Even if I get to, no, you. Yeah. See, my biggest fear about death by sinkhole is like it's no death at all, and you fall into the water, because you could probably be down there for quite a bit. Because isn't it like a cravat? No, like a cape, like a give out. I don't want to ask, but I do. How did you almost cut your thumb? You eat woman teeth. What the f- To like get up and stretch every so often. I feel like muscles loosening up though and ready to move around because kind of get in hibernation mode. Like, fortunately, I've had many family members that get, I guess, it's where you gotta spend a lot of family time. So, real good at entering hibernation. Some people call it disassociation, but I don't think so. I think everyone could enter the temple that is themselves. No, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna have to sit, like at a DMV, and say your phone dies, and you have to be at the DMV for 3 hours waiting for an ID, you're gonna keep your mind occupied somehow, or else. And if you're incapable of doing that, which I'm not always capable of keeping myself occupied, it's like torture. Like absolute torture, like crawling out of yourself, like wanting to exclaim like the just it's torture. Waiting can be torture unless you keep yourself occupied. A lot of times you just need a little pencil, a little scrap of paper, a little doodle. Yeah, and yeah, keeping yourself occupied is, I feel like, a huge part of life on planet Earth that doesn't get enough credit. It just gets products. But I am probably gonna eat something, and I think I don't want to gross anyone out because it's not everyone's thing. But I'm about to have me a big old plate of liverwurst, cream cheese, no, liverwurst, cottage cheese, and pickled okra. Because I gotta finish the jar of pickled okra because I doubt anyone who's gonna eat it. So I want to eat that, and probably should have done that before hitting live because probably gonna feel some semblance of whole. I don't know. I just can't eat during the day when it's so hot. So like I think I'm throwing my own energy off. And yeah, I did take one scoop of that collagen code. I don't know if you're still here. Probably shouldn't be. But anyway, happy trails. Love y'all, and have a beautiful evening. Moises. Please do feel free to return here every weekday, usually tying flies, but packing, so kind of in the middle of like a bunch of few things. And did want to draw, but I want to keep everything packed. So one step closer to getting everything unpacked and back at the desk. And blast music without, just like hyper negativity. Yeah. And I'm not freaking peace, love, and quinoa over here. Like, I like raging out too, but it's a time and place. And like, I'm smiling now, but only 'cause like, I don't know what to say, so I won't say anything. But all I'm saying is longliner, like international waters. Just kidding, like in the inlet. I'm still a bitch, so like, I gotta, you know, as soon as that land starts disappearing, I start looking at the people I'm with and I'm like, all right, like trying to figure out what they know, if anything goes south, like, cause I remember when I was a kid, it used to blow my mind. You just look around and not see anything. Like, like a scene like in movies where they would show heaven, and it would just be like a sea of just like a mirrored ocean or something. But I do like to see that little strip of condos. So anyway, happy trails. Happy trails. I don't know what I just said, but I meant to say happy trails. So see y'all tomorrow, and we'll probably be tying some flies, but with scraps. Keep it easy. And I'm probably going to be tying on safety pins. So even if, you know, just kind of don't get any nice things going, it's still like, you know, a big tuft of color could attach to something, and that sparks joy. I haven't forgotten Marie Kondo. Someone got me that book. You know, yeah, locked up drag. Yeah, please do never hesitate, and like if ever, there's always someone, and like I'm always here. I'm always just tinkering stuff. Sometimes it's hard to remember to, but I went years without really talking to many people besides code, and so like I have to actively remember to check inboxes and stuff, and a lot of spam. So that's why I really like Discord a lot. There's no spam at all. Like Facebook Messenger, Instagram, everything is like a ton of like OnlyFans models. I don't know. And like they're so copy and pasted. Like, you sir have a beautiful smile. I'm just like, thank you, ma'am. But anyway.